Hey there, YouTube. Thanks for joining in Jay's Beer Reviews. And we're on part 2 of Capital Brewing's Maibock. Now, the cool thing about this beer is that it was actually listed in the BJCP style guidelines as the number 3 example of what a Maibock is supposed to be. So I'm really excited to try it. I don't believe I've had this beer before, so I will definitely give it my good old college try. Okay, so I already went through what the style was. I already took a look at the bottle. And so all I got left to do is just pour the beer and try it for you guys. So for this beer, because it is a German beer, I'm going to pour it into this glass. And so this glass is a dimple mug. I'll be completely honest with you guys. This mug actually came with mustard in it. So I bought this German mustard and, it comes sealed. And when I finish the mustard, I clean out the glass and I use it now to drink out of because it's just a cool glass. Truth be told, it does not hold a full 12 ounces, but I'm okay with that because I'm drinking German beer out of a German mug. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this beer into my awesome German mustard dimple mug. Let's give it a try here. Here we go. Here we are. So it poured very nicely. Very little head on it. It looks very, very golden to me. Definitely not like pale straw. It's not like I'm drinking a Miller Lite here, but it's definitely on the lighter side. But it's got a real golden hue to it. As far as clarity goes, I would definitely say it's brilliantly clear. It looks like there's nothing left in the beer as far as yeast or haze or anything like that. It looks very, very good. The head on it looks very, very white. However, it has all dissipated, so it's kind of hard to tell right now. That's the beer. That's it right there. So let me go ahead and give it a whiff. It's nice. It's got a bit of a kind of like crackery thing going on, like a saltine cracker character. A little bit of a kind of a sweet malt. It's got like a little bit of a caramel thing going on almost. And I can just tell it's got a real kind of richness of malt. It's definitely not just your regular pale malt. That's not what's going on in this one. It's definitely some kind of something extra. It's got some extra oomph to it. All right, well here I go, and let's give it a try. Real bready, real biscuity. Got a real nice toast character to it. Little candy sweetness, but it's definitely a dry finishing beer. It's very, very well done. Very well attenuated, which, like the style guidelines say, is something that's a key component of these Maibocks. Hops, I can get a bit of hop. I'm trying to decide between a kind of perfumey or floral character. Let me see if I might need an extra sip to figure that out. Let me find out. It's got a firm bitterness to it, but it's not overdone. It is quite firm, but it's nothing crazy. I'm really enjoying this beer. It really is, like, I don't know how many of you are home brewers or if you have any kind of brewing experience at all. It really does have a flavor and an aroma that is reminiscent of just malt in a bucket. So you take your malted grain and you grind it up, you throw it in your bucket, and it's got just a real kind of sweet, bready character. And that's honestly, that's what I'm getting out of this beer. I'm tempted to say this is like a brewer's beer because it just has everything going on in it that you really want from a beer. That's not crazy strong, but it's kind of strong. It does. It has a very strong, just like malt flavor. I'm gonna finish it out. I'm gonna pour it in. And so in pouring the second part of the bottle, a lot of like American breweries, if they have a little bit of yeast left in sediment, when you pour it in, you'll get a cloudy character out of this beer. This Capital Maibock is still brilliantly clear. It's an exceptionally clear beer. So I imagine they filtered this beer. If not, they use a very flocculent yeast, meaning a yeast that really packs down when it's done fermenting. So I'm trying to think when I would drink this beer. What is this beer appropriate for? It's very delicious. It's very clean. I can see drinking it pretty much any time. However, it is a bit strong at 6.2%, so it's not something you're gonna slam down. I can see, it's Maibock, it's Maibock. I'm only in March right now. It is still rather cold out. I could see going outside, doing some housework, being out in the cold a little bit, coming in and having one of these, because it's got a bit of richness to it. It's also got a bit of that alcohol punch. I would not see drinking a lot of this in one sitting. However, it is very good. It is very rich. It's very satisfying, honestly. Like I said, I'm not even a lager drinker, and I'm really enjoying this beer. It's very clean, it's very tasty, and this is one beer that I would say is definitely, you know, like it says in the guidelines, it's supposed to have a bit of bitterness to it, just to match up with the malt. Very well done by Capital, because it is excellent. I mean, it is a very malt-centric beer, and any hops that are in there are very much in the background. And again, I am getting a bit of a kind of cotton candy character from it. Cotton candy, what? I am getting a bit of cotton candy from this. Very delicious. Very slight toast character to it. I will say this is a very well done beer. Honestly, we sell Capital at the store I work at. Most of the people who work there have a kind of like middle to low opinion of Capital. But as far as this beer goes, I mean, if you know, this is an A+ beer. This is an excellent beer. Highly recommend you guys give it a try. And so this has been Capital Brewing's Maibock. Very well done. Very delicious. Golden, strong Helles, or golden Maibock, or golden Dunkelbock. It is delicious. Sometimes when I'm drinking like stronger German beers, I get a kind of like alcohol flavor, a kind of alcohol warmth. Honestly, with this one, very light, very in the background. It's very well done, very clean, very refreshing. I could see wanting to drink a lot of this. However, that would lay me out. Yeah, it's too strong to drink a whole 6-pack. In my opinion, maybe well, I don't know you. You could maybe drink a lot. For me, at least, I could not drink that much. But the one bottle, I'm ready for a nap. Delicious. So if you have it in your area, of course, Capital's from Wisconsin, so hopefully if you're in the Midwest, you can get it. If not, otherwise you can trade for it maybe. Very well done, Maibock. And if you want to do a trade, just let me know. Very good beer. And at the price, I paid about $10 a 6-pack. It's really well done. Really worth that price. I could see them charging more for this. I'm glad they don't. This has been part 2 of Jay's Beer Reviews, Capital Brewing's Maibock. Recommend you give it a try. If you like the review, go ahead and hit the like button down at the bottom. Also, please hit the subscribe button. That way you can get all of my new videos as they come out. I will look forward to drinking some more beer with you later. Thanks for tuning in to Jay's Beer Reviews.